You can start now, Tejaswini.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here for the 117th episode of Future Talk series conducted by Prayaana. This is Tejaswini, your host for today's session. I would like to welcome all the viewers of this session. Now let's have a look at the Prayaana organization. Prayaana is a unique employability, entrepreneurship, and innovative ecosystem for women. Prayaana Labs gives wholesome career support services right from career counseling, training, mentoring, and recruitment services under one umbrella. You can check us out at www.prayaana.org. Are you a student, a working woman, or a woman who wants to upgrade your skills after a long break? Then Prayaana is just the right platform for you. To join us, register at www.prayaana.in or download the app from App Store or get it on Google Play. So what are you waiting for? Create your profile today. It's a community hub where you can share your thoughts, ideas, and network with women of similar interests. We also provide membership and training modules over international and well-acclaimed mentors. So check our app right now, Prayaana Collective or Prakol. It is India's first e-commerce platform that is dedicated to the empowerment of women. The platform is uniquely designed with an attractive affiliate marketing model where all the customers are given an opportunity for lifetime savings and earnings. Remember, for every purchase you're making in Prakol, you're supporting a woman's business growth. Here's how you can actively interact in today's session. Post your queries at the live chat in our YouTube channel. All your queries will be shared to our guests live and answered. GST, which means Goods and Service Tax, which took its step from 2017 in India, changed the tax scenario in the country. As all of us have a common understanding, it is a tax imposed on the supply of goods and services. Well, not only that, it also impacted all the budding entrepreneurs in carrying out their business. This demanded for a guide to provide an in-depth information on GST registrations. This afternoon, we'll have in-depth guidance about GST registration from our speaker for today's session, Mr. Subhash, who is a GST practitioner and finance professional. Now let's have a look at his profile. Mr. Subhash is a GST practitioner and finance professional. He is a company secretary finalist and working in PK Vivek and Company Chartered Accountants, Aluva, Kerala. He is also the founder of AdWord eFin Solution LLP, a business consultant based at Cochin in Kerala. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Share my screen. Hope I'm audible, right?
Yes, you're audible, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon. Today I would like to share some few points regarding GST registration. Basically, GST is a value-added tax. It is not only applicable for supplier manufacturer, it is also applicable for services also. Normally, in a taxation, there will be a tax element. In a GST, it is for supply. Supply means it's not only the sales, but it covers It covers the transfer, exchange, barter, license, or whatever the supply. Means it's a little bit wider than normal sales or trade. Okay, and it's a value-added taxation system. At each point, tax is getting charged, and each dealer has to pay, collect the tax from their customer, and they have to pay same to the government. So normally the dealers who involved in the supply chain, everyone has to take the registration for enabling them to pay the GST. GST is levied on most of all goods and services, except a few like alcoholic liquor for human consumption, petroleum coal, diesel, petrol, aviation fuels, natural gas. Except most of the all products are covered under products and services are covered under GST. It's a destination-based or consumption-based taxation. In this case, actually, state which is you consuming the product is getting the revenue. That's what. Suppose a person is selling books from Tamil Nadu to Kerala, and a customer from Kerala is using that. State of Kerala is earning the revenue. That's how that system is designed. Okay. Yeah. Persons who is liable to be registered. In GST, there are two criteria. One is based on the total turnover they made in a year. Other case, it's a compulsory registration. In that case, irrespective of the turnover, that dealer has to be get registered for enabling him to make the business. In turnover-based criteria, a supplier who is engaged in the supply of goods whose aggregate turnover in a financial year exceeds 40 lakh. If he is making a total business volume of 40 lakh rupees, the day when total turnover hits 40 lakh rupees, he is liable to be registered under GST. In case of some specified category states, specified category state means it's Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, Tripura, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. These states have some consideration, some specialities. So their threshold for getting the compulsory registration is fixed as 20 lakh rupees. Same like in case of a person who is engaged in supply of services and sale of goods, means mixed supply, he is liable to get registered when his turnover exceeds 20 lakh rupees. In special category states, which I mentioned earlier, this is the limit for getting registered is 10 lakh rupees. So basically, pure trader who is buying and selling the goods, he can do the business without registration till his turnover hits 40 lakh rupees. Okay. And other criteria is compulsory registration. In this case, there is no the turnover is not counted for this. In this case, some specific persons we need to get registered compulsorily. For example, the person engaged in the business of interstate supply means a person who is doing one state to another. Interstate means from one state to another. Suppose a person in Tamil Nadu doing a business with a person in Kerala. In this case, it is a cross-border transaction. It's called as the interstate sale. In that case, also some exceptions they given. If we is supplying only the service, there is no material movement in between the states. In that case, his turnover is 20 lakh. He can do business till his turnover 20 lakh rupees. In a partial taxable person means a person who is doing business occasionally. He doesn't have any permanent establishment in a state. He is going there or coming here and doing the business. In that case, he is liable to take a registration. And a person who are required to pay tax on a reverse charge basis. And normally we are seeing the taxation system in this that forward charge means that tax is paid by the seller who is supplying that registered dealer has to pay the tax. In a reversal basis, it is a reverse method. Who is receiving the service, he has to pay the tax. That will be for some specific transactions like import, some legal service, go to a business entity, a business entity who is receiving a legal service, he has to pay services on the service he received instead of that lawyer who is providing the legal service. And a non-resident taxable person. Non-resident taxable person means who is not an Indian resident based on the number of days stays in India. Person is classified as a resident or non-resident. And if a non-resident is doing business, he has to get registered irrespective of his tenure. Another criteria, another category is electronic commerce operator. Electronic commerce operator means some of, for example, Amazon is doing an e-commerce. Amazon is providing e-commerce platform. Vendors get registered. They are doing the business through Amazon. Not the vendor is not about contacting directly to the customer. It's using the through the platform provided by the e-commerce operator, and persons applying goods or services through e-commerce operator. Suppose if Apple is doing a business through Amazon, Apple has to get registered irrespective of the turnover. That too means e-commerce provider has to get registered, as well as the person or supplier who is supplying through e-commerce service provider, he has to get registered. And the person who are required to deduct a tax under section 51 means some people as per GST Act, some people are liable to deduct TDS on the supply. And person who make taxable supply on behalf of another person means like a agent, like that categories. They have to get registered. And input service distributor are not separately registered. Input service distributors means some big corporates, they are availing a service centrally and supplying to each state. Which means if that the dealer is having different business unit in each state, they will avail the service in one entity which is separately registered, and they will distribute the input service that tax paid on input to different states to enable them to get the input as credit in each and every state. Otherwise, in some state they have to pay more tax, some state they have to get the refund, irrespective. That entity is enabled to distribute the tax across the taxable territories. So they have to get registered. Every person supplying online information and data access for critical services from a place outside India to a person in India, other than a registered person. They have to get registered. Online information providing business. They are sitting outside India, and they are providing a service to an Indian entity. Other persons as may be specified by government. Some government made by notification order or instruct some people to get registered with respect to their product. And here I am telling about some people, they are not liable for registration under GST Act. Which whatever the turnover they are making, they are not liable. There are four major categories. Person engaged in exclusively supply goods or services more, not liable to tax. If a product or services which they are handling is not liable to tax, they do not have instead under this. Person engaged in exclusively in supplying goods or services that are only exempted from tax. So it's somewhat like not liable, but it's exempted goods. They don't want to get a registration under the STR. And the agriculturalists to the extent of supply of produce out of cultivation of land. If an agriculturalist is selling product which is cultivated in their land, in their own land, he can sell that without getting registered under the STR. and specified category of persons notified by government or GST Council recommendation. So few peoples are exempted from getting registered. They are person making only supply of reverse services. Means if I say God, suppose a legal advisor or applicant firm is providing a service to an entity, they are their clients are liable to pay price on reverse basis. They don't want to get registered as a trader or a dealer. Person making interstate supply of taxable service up to 20 lakhs means a person without a registry he can provide services, interstate services, interstate supply of taxable services till his turnover reaches 20 lakh rupees. Commonly, he touches 20 lakh rupees, his turnover touches 20 lakh rupees, he need to get registered under GST. And a cash or taxable person making taxable supplies of handicrafts goods or person making interstate supplies of specified handicrafts goods up to 20 lakh rupees. This is a specific assumption given for people handling in the handicrafts products. And job worker making interstate supply services to a registered person. Job worker is not a trader, he is providing ancillary service to an unit. So something like powder coating or machining work, painting, like that. So dealer transfers goods to the job worker, he does some work and he is giving back. He is not providing any trade. He is providing service to a business unit. Like it's mostly service. Person making supply through an e-commerce order with an aggregate turnover of 20 lakhs. If a person providing service to e-commerce order, it's a service. If the supplier he has to get registered irrespective of the turnover. If he is providing service, he can do business without registration. His turnover reaches 20 lakh rupees. These are the persons not liable for registration. Procedure means first it all the people whose turnover reaches 40 lakh or 20 lakh based on the service or supply. Once his turnover reaches 40 lakh rupees, he is liable for registration. If suppose a person doing business is turnover reaches 40 lakh rupees in a day, from that day, within 30 days from the date of that event, he is liable to be registered. And a cash or taxable person or non-resident taxable person, they have to get prior registration. Before starting the business, they have to get registered under GST Act at least 5 days prior to the commencement of business. Other case, voluntary registration. Voluntary registration means suppose a person who is interested in doing the business and he is planning, he is thinking he has to get registered irrespective of the turnover. Turnover is not registered statutory limit. They can take registration voluntary basis. In that case, there is no specific date is mentioned. They can, according to their wish, they can get registered. And GST registration is state specific. Means suppose we are seeing a GST registration number, we can see it start with a 2-digit number. 33, 32, 32 is for Kerala, some 29 is for Kannada, it's like that. So it's a state specific registration. So if a person is planning to do a business in the pan-India basis, he has to get registered in each and every state. Suppose a person is based on the Kannada is doing business and he is planning to start a business in Tamil Nadu, he has to get registered in Tamil Nadu. Means it's each and every state wherever he is planning to do the business, he has to get registered in each state. Registration needs to be taken state-wise. There is no centralized registration under GST. There is no single registration for every state. And separate registration for different verticals within a state or union territory may be done. Means if suppose a person is providing a service in Kerala and he is planning to start a business it's a supermarket chain or some other trade, he can get it registration. He can get another registration this date itself. It's, that should be a different business. For same business, they cannot go for two registration. If that is a distinguishable business, they can get registered in a different names with the same PAN. It's a PAN based. That's why it's getting counted. If in all India, if a person is getting registered, his registration number is based on the PAN number. So this is a GST registration structure of GST registration. So first two digit is a state code. First two digits denotes a state code, and the next 10 digit is a permanent account number of that entity. And this entity code here we can see this is a one. It's a backwards GST number. This is a one means in Kerala. This is a 32. 32 is for Kerala. In Kerala, record is having only one registration. If they are going for a company is going for another registration, definitely next registration number will be here. We will get 2. This is checksum. This way this is a permanent account number, so it is counting. And one for turnover purpose also, most of the turnovers are calculated based on the PAN code, based on the GSTN. It's based on the permanent account number. So here cash transfer person means a person who occasionally undertakes transactions involving supply of goods or services or more in the course of furtherance of business, whether as a principal agent or in any other capacity in a state or union territory where he has no fixed place of business. This is a definition of a cash transfer person. And procedure GST registration for getting registered the GST, we are using the common portal. It's web address is gst.gov.in. Common portal we are using. As a first step, we need to validate PAN, mobile number, and email address. If that is, we are going to GST portal. When we are opting for a new registration, there will be drop down. First, we have to select which category. In the category we are normal traders are coming under a category of taxpayer. In taxpayer, we have to select it. Then we have to give our trade name, then PAN number, mobile number, and email address. And validation in the sense, mobile number is getting validated through an OTP. Email address is also getting through validation through an OTP. And a temporary reference number. Once we completed this step, giving PAN number, then validating these mobile number and email address through an OTP, we will get a temporary reference number. Based on this, we are proceeding with the application. Once we receive the TRN, we will again go to the ACA.gov.in and we will select for a new application. Like that, TR number option will be there. We will select the TRN option. I will show once I complete this. I will show the website. Temporary reference number we will give. Then we will get an OTP, mobile number or email address. Both we will get same OTP. So we can connect it from either mobile or email address. Then we can log in. Using the TRN applicant shall electronically submit application with the specified documents in comment. What are the documents required also I will explain in coming slides. So one must do such application, and acknowledgement is specified format will be issued. Applicant electronically. Application shall be forwarded to the proper officer and emails. But once we submitted the application, we will get an ARN, application reference number. Based on that, we are tracking the status of the GST registration. And this same application will go to the issue user. We will verify all the reports, and at present some other validation notes are there. If other validations fail, they will do the physical inspection at the premises and they will grant the registration. As I told, it's GSTN. If we are saying based on this first digit we can first two digit we can identify the state like that, and the registered dealer he has to do something. He has to comply with some conditions. Every registered person shall display his registration certificate in a prominent location at his principal place of business and additional place of business. Further, GSTN also has to be displayed on the neighborhood exhibited at the entry of his principal place of business or additional place of business. And this principal place of business means the first means a registered place, primary place. Suppose a person doing business in Kerala, he will when he is applying for the GST result, he has to give one address as his principal place of business. Additional place of business is none other than branches. Which place is starting an office in Rwanda, they are not liable to get registered separately. Instead, they can update in their GST portal additional place of business by providing rent agreement or something, some documents for the location. This GST has to be displayed on the name board. So if we are placing the name board in front of our shop, it should contain GST number. We are seeing most of the organizations specify their GST number along with their name and effective date of registration. It is important for payment of tax. Once we registered and certificate is showing we got registered by specific date, the day including in a month, that month is a tax period. They are liable to pay tax from that date. So it's important. If a person is liable to get registered and as compulsory registration, he has to get he has to apply for within 30 days from the date of date he becomes liable to registration. In that case, the date on which he becomes liable to registration is the effective date. Suppose a person on January 1st he is liable for registration and he is applying within a week. So effective date of registration will be 1st January itself. And suppose he slips, he didn't apply for within 30 days, then date of grant of registration. The registration certificate will show which is the effective date of registration. In voluntary registration also there is no triggering point. It's as per wish of that registered person. The date of grant of registration will be considered as the effective date. Period of validity. Normal GST registration is valid for lifetime or cancellation. And in case of casual taxable person or non-resident taxable persons, there is some changes. Period specified in the registration application or 90 days from the effective date of registration, whichever is earlier. Maximum the validity of the registration will be 90 days. Or shorter period mentioned in the application, that shorter period will be the valid period. After that, here he is not always to use that GST registration. Documents. These are the documents required for getting registered under GST Act. Primarily, PAN based. It is a PAN based, so company or individual, whoever applying for a GST registration should have valid PAN. That's mandatory. And address proof. Address proof means in case of individual, it will be an Aadhaar card, voter ID, like that. In case of an entity, it should be a electricity bill or some utility bill. And photograph of proprietor, promoter, all directors, or all partners or authorized signatories. In case of proprietor, he himself is authorized person. In case of a company or other type of entities, there are multiple fields are involved. So either all directors will be the authorized person or some employees will be the authorized person. So proof of promoter, directors, and authorized signatories is required. In case of partnership, partners are the people. Partners may authorize some other person as authorized signatory. In that case, authorized signatories who proof also required because all this signature will be liable to or he is taking care of filing and other ancillary activities, and his name will be displayed and his digital signature or something will be used for filing. So all the signature also involved. And part of the entity, except the proprietorship, all entities should have separate part. If a partnership firm is planning to get registered with GST, partnership may have permanent account number, but firm should take the PAN number first, then only they can proceed with the registration. In case of entity other than proprietorship, proprietorship will get registered with the PAN number of the proprietor itself. And proof of registration of the entity. In case of partnership, companies or firms, etc., it should be registered under some other with some other regulator. In case of partnership deed is enough. In case of company, certificate of incorporation issued by the registrar of companies, like proofs are okay. So for proof as a registration of entity. Proof for principal place of business. Principal place of business I told earlier. It's a primary location of the business. For that, rent agreement, if it's a rent agreement or lease deed, if it is own premises, consent is required. If it pertains to a relative of the director or partner, no objection certificate is enough. And the municipal tax paid challan, it should be valid for current period. And utility bill. Utility bill means electricity bill or water bill. This is for tracing the address. Municipal tax is for tracing the building number of that particular location, place of business. And the proof of appointing authorized signature. This is why because that authorized signature should be properly authorized. Else, if any litigation or something is happening, or the signature is telling that I was not aware, it should not happen. So, the authorized signature document, there should be an authorization and acceptance. In the same letter, there will be one paragraph is authorizing and they are consented by all partners or directors. And in a next paragraph, the authorized signature is declaring that I accepted that responsibility. I know I am not signature. Like in case of the company, board resolution is more than enough. Other cases, authorization letter as the case. Authorization letter is required. Authorization letter, there is a specific format. One is for authorization and one is for acceptance. And the list of services provided or goods supplied. We need to provide the top 5 categories of the business which we are doing. So basically, PAN, address proof, photograph. This was the individuals. Individuals maybe proprietor, director, authorized signature, whoever. PAN of entity. Proof for registration of the entity. If it is other than proprietorship, there should be a document. Should be a certificate of incorporation like that. And the place of business proof. Proof for authorized signature. And the list of services provided. These are the documents required. These are mandatory documents. If there are options for uploading other registrations like MSME registration, like that, many things we can upload. This is a short minimum. And common returns. There are many returns are there as per GST Act, but here I listed only common return, which is applicable for a common businessman. Is a person whose aggregate turnover not exceed 1.5 crore can opt for filing GST. It's quarterly actually, not exceeding. There's an error. The registered person with turnover of 1.5 crore or less in a year, he can opt for quarterly filing of GST 1. He is liable to file GST 3 on monthly basis, but he can file GST 1 where we are providing that invoice details or turnover that can be filed quarterly. The return type GST 1 is for details of outward supplies. It's a first return, and that should be filed if it is If a dealer is opting for monthly filing, cash file it is within the subsequent month. Suppose this February, January month return should be filed within 11th of February. And if it is quarterly, then 13th of the succeeding quarter means January, February, March. It's a quarter for this. That's quarter 4 of financial year 2020. That should be filed within 13th of April. And if the dealer is failed to file same within a due date, there should be a penalty per day. It's 200 rupees, 100 rupees for CGST and 100 rupees for SGST. And there is a cap of 10,000 rupees. Once the penalty accumulated till 10,000. No. Maximum penalty will be 10,000. Okay. GST 3B is for it's not actually written. It's through GST 3B, normal taxpayer is paying the tax. In this, we will calculate the tax collected based on the turnover of outward supply, and say when our suppliers are filing the GST 1, we will get input tax credit. They are quoting our GST number and filing. So our GST total, there are 2-3 reports. So one is the GST 2B. 2B will show the eligible credit. From this total tax collected, tax credit as per GST 2B will be deducted and the balance amount we have to pay through GST 3B. That's it. 1 minus 2B will be the 3B. That we need to pay. If turnover is exceeding 5 crore rupees in previous year, he has to file say within 20th of the subsequent succeeding month. Below that, 22nd is the due date for him. Late fees. If it is a nil return, 20 rupees means there is no outward tax liability, then 20 rupees. If there is a liability, it is 50 rupees per day, and it is also till total penalty reaches 10,000. And CBS it is for composition dealer quarterly. It's also it should be filed within 30 days succeeding quarter. It's quarterly return. GST 4 is for composition dealer annual return. It should be filed within 30 days from the closure of financial year. It's 30th of April every year. GST 9 is the annual return for GST taxpayer. It's applicable for almost all and with notification they exempted dealers whose aggregate turnover not exceeding 2 crore in a year. It's 30th of December of every year. Means 2019-20 should have filed by 30th of December. And with the, from January, government introduced a quarterly return monthly payment QRMD for registered persons whose aggregate turnover does not exceed 5 crore. Now, as a part of ease of doing business, government has introduced one more facility for a small trader whose turnover not exceeding 5 crore. They can work quarterly return on monthly payment. Quarterly return of monthly payment means instead of filing this GST 3B every month and GST 1 every month, they can go for quarterly filing of these two returns by paying the tax on monthly basis. There are some criteria listed out. Based on that, this total amount of monthly payment can be arrived, and the dealer can pay that amount, and they can file 1 and 3B on quarterly basis by paying residual balance amount. In this case, they provide one more opportunity. Case at present, dealer who is opting for filing GST 1 quarterly, they don't have any choice to upload invoices on monthly basis. But in a quarterly return and monthly payment scheme, they can upload selected bills. So they are enabled to do B2B business, B2B in the sense of business to business. And in case of a business to business, the dealer has to pass that credit to the customer. The customer or the person who purchases the materials are the services from this dealer. This facility is available when a dealer is opting for quarterly and monthly payment. In other case, that credit will get passed after the quarter. So once the 5 crore is reached or cost, we can choose that. It will be converted to the normal tax frequencies, tax return frequencies. Returns can be submitted with electronic verification code, except for companies and LLPs, for which digital signature is mandatory. For companies and LLPs, for filing the GST return, digital signature or forward signature is mandatory. Whereas other case of entities that they can use digital signature if they wish, else it can be done through EVC, electronic verification code. General terms, few words are mentioned together. So one is a GSTIN, it is nothing goods and services identification number. This is a GST registration number, GSTIN. CGST, SGST, UTGST, IGST means CGST is a tax portion which is for central. It's a central tax. SGST is state tax, means in GST. Central and state are collecting tax from same source. They are sharing equally. Means suppose a tax rate is of 18%, 9% was central, 9% was central. In case of 12%, 6% for central, 6% for state, like that. Unit territory is same like state, which does not have separate legislature. An integrated tax means in case of an interstate trade, CGST and SGST is not applicable. Suppose a person in Kerala is supplying a material to person in Tamil Nadu, he has to use IGST. Central CGST and SGST, how to document? So, if a person in Kerala is supplying and charging a CGST and SGST in Kerala, this revenue will go to the SGST will go to the Kerala government and the CGST will go to the central automatically. But that supply is to the state outside the Kerala. That person has to use integrated tax. IGC is the vehicle which passing tax credit from one state to another state. So he has to build with integrated tax. No CGST and SGST. But tax amount will be same because IGC is equal to CGST central tax plus state tax. Principal place of business is a primary location within the state where a taxpayer's business is performed. Additional place of business is a branch. Place of supply is nothing but the place of delivery of goods or consumption of service. Based on the place of supply, one has to decide whether CGST, SGST has to charge or IGST. Supplier is located in one state. That's called municipal place, and place of supply is other state or location outside the state. The dealer has to use IGST. And in case of same state, means municipal place of business and the place of supply is in the same state, we can use CGST, SGST, UTGST. And the reverse as well, liability to pay taxes on the recipient of goods or services. It's in a not a forward basis. Reverse are some categories of services or goods that the receiver has to pay the tax. Mixed supply. Mixed supply means if you are bundling some 2-3 items and selling, it's called mixed supply. Combination of 2 or more individual supplies of goods or services in a single price. And composite supply is a naturally bundled. It's a composite supply is an organic combination of 2 or more individual supplies of goods or services or any other natural arrangements of goods or services made by a GST payer for a single price. These are the commonly used words. I didn't mention each and everything because of time limit. It's basically about these, and I will show that the registration portal too.
Thank you, sir, for providing us an in-depth information about the GST registration procedures.
Okay.
Yes, sir, you have something to tell?
I will show that the registration portal,
Okay, sir.
common portal. This is a portal which is used for GST registration. In this case, we can select registration, new registration. This is the portal. Here we have to, for a new registration, we have to select taxpayer or taxpayer collector. There are different categories. Normally, it's a taxpayer and the state estimate should be selected. Then district. So, your legal name and permanent account number, email address, and mobile number. Once we entered this captcha, when we are clicking to the proceed, it will ask for OTP. This is what I told PAN and PAN, mobile number, email address, verification. Once it's validated, then again we have to come here. We have to click on temporary reference number, and here we have to provide the TRN, this captcha. Then the OTP entering, we will redirect to the registration application window. There is a portal gst.gov.in. That's it. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for providing us an in-depth information about the GST registration procedures. Here at Prayaana, we support women entrepreneurship, and we are so glad to have a session with you, which will also help our women in the organization, also outside our organization, to carry on their business. We now have the open query session. Our viewers have posted few of their questions in the YouTube section. I have selected few of them, so it would be great if you could answer those. So, sir, one of our viewers is asking, how will imports be taxed under GST?
I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Can you repeat?
So the viewer is asking, how will imports be taxed under GST?
I didn't understand that question actually.
Okay, I just got this question from the YouTube section. So the viewer is actually asking, for importing goods or services, is there any GST which is charged? And if it is charged,
Yes, definitely. Person who is importing, they are liable to pay IGST or that taxable value. That person will get as input as credit. He can avail credit on that tax. Whatever he paid, they will get back as input as credit. But definitely when they are importing, they are liable for paying the tax as IGST. Service receiver or goods receiver has to pay that. Dischargeable and it's eligible for credit. Means when they are paying tax, they can set off that amount. Balance only they need to pay. That's it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Another viewer asks, how much time does it take for GST registration?
Presently, we will get within 10 days. Means there are two procedures. One is one for this order signatory. There is an other validation procedure. This is nothing when we are applying for registration. We don't want to provide any other number or anything. Instead, we have to provide email address of that particular order signatory. They will send a link. While opening that link, that order signatory has to provide his Aadhaar number. Then ask for request for OTP. If OTP validation is successful, they will get within 10 days. In other case, they will mark this application for physical inspection. In that case, that corresponding official from that region, they will physically visit that location. Then only they will provide the registration. In that case, they are telling within 30 days. That's what they are setting the time. They are telling within 30 days it will get approved. We can expect it in shorter time, but we cannot say. That's it. Based on the availability of that officer. That's it.
Thank you, sir. The next turnover to register for GST.
That voice was breaking. I didn't get in between.
Am I audible now?
Yeah. Yes.
So the next viewer asks, what is the minimum turnover to register for GST?
In case of voluntary registration, there is no minimum turnover, but for compulsory registration, based on the nature of their business, if they are providing a service, it is 20 lakh, and mixed supply also 20 lakhs. But if a pure trader is buying and selling only, in that case, their threshold is 40 lakh rupees. And for a specific states, I don't know, on the Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, something like that. For specific states, it is 20 lakh rupees in case of a pure trader, and mixed supply 10 lakh.
Thank you, sir. The next question is that transaction of goods and services be taxed under GST method.
So the voice is breaking.
Should I repeat the question?
Yeah. Yes.
So how will interstate transaction of goods and services be taxed under GST in terms of IGST method?
In interstate transaction.
Yes. GST in terms of IGST method.
IGC is actually it's a transport actually. That IGC is not a revenue of a central or state or nowhere. It's a transporter passing that credit from one state to another. Suppose if I am sitting in Kerala and providing services to the Karnataka person, so I will mention that IGC in that my bill. When filing return, I will provide that GST number. In that case, GST number will start with the Karnataka registration. So it will go to the Karnataka. In other case, it's suppose it is a business to customer. In that case, by filing that GST1, we need to provide taxable supply to which state. So if I mark as IGST and Karnataka, it will go to the Karnataka like that. It's a transport. That state will end the revenue. That's right.
Okay, thank you, sir. The final question from our viewers is that how will IT be used for implementation of GST?
ID?
Okay, I'll repeat the question. How will IT be used in implementation of GST?
What is IDB? I didn't get it.
Oh, was I not audible?
No, I didn't understand that question.
Okay, so he or she is trying to ask how will information technology be used for implementing GST?
It's a totally system driven action. Unlike earlier tax regime, we are providing suppose first it will start from a sale, right? Once the sale is happened, we will upload the details in the GST portal. It's a GST and it's a goods and services network is there. It's managed by the IT companies. So it is totally a system driven that credit is passing through an electronic credit ledger or electronic ledger. Means if I'm uploading my sale bills, definitely it will go to the customers GST2. It is auto populated based on my return or his suppliers like that. It's totally integrated.
Okay, sir. We thank you for answering all the questions posed by our viewers, and also thank you viewers for posting all your queries in the YouTube section. By this, we come to an end of today's session. I thank all the participants of today's session and our technical in charge, Ms.Babitha, for assisting in conducting today's session. Do share your feedback to our YouTube channel as a comment. If this session has proven to be informative, then don't forget to hit on the like and subscribe button on our channel. For advertisements and sponsorship, mail us at joinprayaana@gmail.com. Once again, I thank everyone for joining and being a part of this session. Thank you. Thank you, Divyashri.